is Jimi Wanjigi's real mission in ODM party? What is his real interest? Because Jimi Wanjigi has declared his interest for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya, but through ODM party. He has been moving around the country, meeting delegates. And I remember on this platform, I opined that Jimi Wanjigi was actually running for the presidency through ODM party to achieve several objectives. And it was good for the ODM party. The first thing I explained was that Jimi Wanjigi was trying to create a space for himself within the ODM party. Today in this country, we are talking of Jimi Wanjigi. Number two, I also explained that probably Jimi Wanjigi wanted to contest for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. And the best thing to do is to run for the presidency through ODM party. And then people will be called to negotiate. And he will be told, wewe, enda pale. And I also explained that probably Jimi Wanjigi wanted to be the running mate to Raila Odinga. Because remember, Jimi Wanjigi even claimed that Jubilee government was actually formed in his office. So he has the potential of becoming a running mate. And I also explained that Jimi Wanjigi's entry and activities were actually good for the ODM party because it was helping in popularity. But his latest moves are actually giving me problems. What is his real mission? In this video today, I want to be very brief and I want to explain to you guys why I strongly believe that the ODM party and Raila Odinga should actually be worried by Jimi Wanjigi's latest activities within the ODM party. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support. Let us get back to business. By the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and don't forget to drop your comments. And also, please subscribe now. What is Jimi Wanjigi's main interest within the ODM party? That's a question which so many ODM supporters are actually asking. And should the ODM party or Raila Odinga get worried by the activities of Jimi Wanjigi? That's exactly how William Samoei Ruto started in ODM party. But can Jimi Wanjigi sway the ODM supporters to his side? That's something which we can't say as at now. But I think the ODM party and the leadership must be worried. They must be worried because of the following reasons. Number one is the fact that Jimi Wanjigi is actually opening parallel party offices. Is that good for the party? Of course, when a party office is opened somewhere, like for example, he went to Murang'a, opened a parallel party office. He went to Kiambu, opened a parallel office. If the office is branded, anytime people are passing there, they'll see the brand ODM party. But is it good to open a parallel party office? I don't think it's good to open a parallel party office. A parallel party office would mean you are also creating parallel party officials. ODM party is structured in this fashion. Let me just explain for those who don't understand. ODM party has a mainstream, then it has the Women League, it has the youths, and I'm also told they are working on persons with disability. So the ODM Youth League has 20 officials, chairman, secretary, there are 20. Then the chairman of that youth league goes and joins the mainstream. The Women League also the same, 20. Then the mainstream has 18 officials. So the youth leader and the women leader joins the the mainstream, so that at the end of the day we have 20, that's 40 plus 18. That's 20 plus 18. That is 58. So it means at any given time, ODM party has 58 officials. Then the structure is that it begins from the ward level, not ward level, from the polling station. So at each given polling station area, ODM is supposed to have around 58 people. Then they move to ward, then they move to constituency, and then I think they move to county, then from county, it goes to the national level. So if, for example, Jimi Wanjigi is opening a parallel constituency office, it means it's bringing in new 58 officials. And that's the challenge ODM must deal with. So if he has so far managed to open, let's say 20, so it means 58 times 20 of new officials. In my view, that's a big threat to the party, because he can decide then that I'm leaving for you, your ODM party. But he's going to retain those officials. So the fact that he's opening parallel party offices is something which should worry the ODM followers. Number 2 is aspirants, parallel aspirants. Jimi Wanjigi, as we speak, is already being followed by several ODM aspirants, people who want to contest for various seats. I'm not saying that that's bad, that's good. Because one thing, there's the perception that Jimi Wanjigi has the money. So if you're an aspirant, you want to contest, for example, in Southeast Nyakach, MCA, as MCA, you don't have enough resources, the first step you do is to try to reach out to Jimi Wanjigi. And because Jimi Wanjigi is interested in the numbers, he will welcome you. So Jimi Wanjigi, as we speak today, there are several aspirants who are aligning themselves to him. What this means is that some of these people might actually go with Jimi Wanjigi if he decides to form his own political party or break away from the ODM party. And one question I ask myself, for example, it's a known fact that Junet Mohammed, for example, is a close ally of Raila Odinga. Then Jimi Wanjigi identifies one of his opponents there and is walking around with that guy. What message is he sending to Raila Odinga? What message is he sending to Junet Mohammed? And what message is he sending, for example, to ODM supporters who believe that Junet Mohammed is doing a good job? So the fact that he's opening parallel aspirants list is something which the ODM party must be worried of. But again, you can't rule out the possibility that he's working under the instruction of Raila Odinga. The third thing which I see is his demands for a free, fair ODM nominations, which is okay. ODM party has always failed because of free, fair, credible nominations. If ODM party can conduct free and fair nominations, it can go far. But they always face the challenge. Raila Odinga was explaining the other day in Sikri that the biggest challenge they have is that as a political party, they can't really conduct, with the resources they have, a free, fair, and credible nominations because there are people who are not ODM members. Then these people come last minute, but they come with money. And because they come with money, they influence the voters. Some of these voters would then end up voting for them. Jimi Wanjigi has the deep pocket. So if you are going to say that, for example, ODM party is going to conduct a free, fair, and transparent presidential nominations, it means he can decide to buy the delegates. Although it said that ODM is Raila and Raila is ODM, but he can decide to do that. And that will pose a serious challenge to Raila Odinga. Number 4 is the question of his real intentions. Jimi Wanjigi was recently quoted as having said that Raila Odinga and ODM cannot bring the desired change. So it requires an overhaul. Now, the other day I saw Eric Omondi, the president of comedy in Africa, doing a video of Fagia Yote or Wote, Yote. Is it Wote ama Yote? I don't know Kiswahili. Kiswahili inaingianga hapa na inatoka na huko. Fagia Yote ama Wote, okay. So Eric Omondi did that video. He's calling for everybody to be removed, including Raila Odinga, ODM officials, basically calling for a fresh start. How do you do that in a party which you just joined recently? So the ODM party must be worried by the real intention of Jimi Wanjigi. Number 4 is the brand. Jimi Wanjigi is creating a brand within the ODM party. He has trucks running around. everywhere. But if you follow and you monitor those tracks, they have Jimi Wanjigi, which is good for him. I don't think it's good for the party. And I want to explain. When you create a brand, you destroy a party. In Mombasa, Hassan Joho created brand 001 in the last election. So ODM was not really the brand in Mombasa. Joho successfully created brand ODM. To an extent that ODM party just reopened an office in Mombasa recently. The truth of the matter is that Jimi Wanjigi can be allowed to campaign within ODM the way Oparanya was doing, even Joho, for their presidential bid, but not create their own brand. Maybe you can argue that Raila Odinga is also creating his own brand. Of course, probably Raila Odinga is the party leader, but again, I don't know, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But I think the fact that Jimi Wanjigi is trying to create his own brand within the ODM party is something which should worry the ODM leadership. Number 6 is his utterances. Jimi Wanjigi is smart, bright, doing everything. Maybe his intentions are also good. The other day I watched him on Citizen, very sharp. Kenyans were really happy and pleased with his knowledge of the state of economy. But there are certain things which he's been saying. Toa Raila cannot bring change, ODM. You know, when someone starts talking like that, it means tomorrow he will wake up and say, you guys, you need to go. If you can't go, I'm going with my party. And lastly, is Jimi Wanjigi's deep pocket. Jimi Wanjigi has funded Raila Odinga. Jimi Wanjigi has funded Jubilee in the first term. Jimi Wanjigi is stable financially. And the fact that Jimi Wanjigi is stable financially, it means he can run his activities without depending on any other person. He can call for an ODM meeting in Mombasa and facilitate the delegates to come. What can you do? Nothing. Jimi Wanjigi can use his deep pocket to actually get ODM officials to his side. I'm talking of what I know. There are people within ODM who only smell money. Where money is, that's where they go. And because Jimi Wanjigi has money, they'll definitely go that direction. Jimi Wanjigi can take advantage of his deep pocket, for example, and take away the men in black. Because most of these men in black, they're there, they've done a lot for the party. In most cases, when the party succeeds, nobody remembers them. So Jimi Wanjigi can get into ODM, go into his pocket, pick 1 or 2 thousands or 3 millions, start facilitating some of these gentlemen. Before Raila Odinga and ODM knew, the men in black will not be with them. I don't know what you think, but I'm not ruling out the possibility that maybe Jimi Wanjigi's intention is just good. But I tend to think that as much as his intention might be good, the ODM party must be worried about that. And if anything, they should actually call Jimi Wanjigi, sit down with Jimi Wanjigi, then ask him what he really wants. Because the other day I saw John Mbadi complaining. That's the party chairman. Why should a party chairman complain about a party member campaigning publicly? I also saw Edwin Sifuna complaining, but after hosting Wanjigi. Because if ODM is a movement, it means Wanjigi has a right to join. So the only thing they need to do to Wanjigi is to explain to him that as much as you want to do this, and this, the rule is going to be this, and this, and therefore you must operate and stick with the rules. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on this. And again, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, click the subscribe button. There's a video I want to do on Moses Kuria, and I'm also getting a lot of requests to analyze Oscar Sudi's outburst yesterday. I don't think whether it's worth, maybe, but the statement by Moses Kuria is something which I really need. And Ngige, please call me. I need the inside information, or anybody who can explain to me what Moses Kuria meant by that particular post on his Facebook page. That's a video I intend to do tomorrow morning. So I'm waiting for anybody who understands Kikuyu, what Moses Kuria meant, and what is likely to happen in the next 2 or 3 days. I have my own ideas, but if I get yours, that would be fantastic. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.